Yo.
Look, chain hanging, go swinging. I'm a drug selling bastard. Drop the price up on them bricks, them bitches move a little faster. You gotta cap my supercharge, I swear this shit the fast one. Had a head start loud, the niggas mad because I passed them. You hear the motor sound like this bitch in here grinding. I just caught a bad bitch, I flew up from the islands. All these chains around my neck, shit worth 100,000. Like I'm no Boston Richie, ran it up in public house. 100 P's, 100 bricks, that's the perfect lick. Take that plastic one off, go and get that other switch. My baby mama left me, went and bought another bitch. I told that hoe to call me fighting, I buy my government. In the streets, we moving militant. Come out plotting, you get shot, don't care about who you spent. Hey, add me up, I tell you what I spent. 1,500 on these kicks, I could've paid your rent. That shit they talking be irrelevant. I'm in the back of the Maybach like I'm the president. Fatter than the elephant. Tucked in my mode, I'm in my element. Chain hanging, go swinging. I'm a drug selling bastard. Chain hanging, go swinging. I'm a drug selling bastard. I am. Hold on real quick, let me pop my shit. Lil' froze up, I'm pop my stick. Hit the back of the gun, I pop that switch. Whole try to talk back, I'm pop that bitch. Put too hard, need to mop this shit. Key to the city, I lock this bitch. See it, I like it, I caught that shit. Hey, now let me stop that shit. Yeah, hit that getter. Yeah, hit that flipper. Yeah, Hellcat with it. Yeah, really what's this thing? I try to keep the shit on the lotto. I put on the drip like a hobo. I won one time in Lolo. He bought 5 throughs at FOMO. Chain hanging, go swinging. I'm a drug selling bastard. Chain hanging, go swinging. I'm a drug selling bastard.
The ugly, I don't know. The truth, I don't know what that shit called. I don't know, bro. I be feeling Mo sometimes.
Superfly.
Yeah, that's how I know him from. Yeah. Remember how Mo used to be like, I don't watch other pods like that.
Yeah.
I've been in my bad like that lately sometimes. I mean, I watch other pods still because I gotta. People want your opinion on stuff, and I rock with the opinion piece of things. You know what I'm saying? But it's too many of them out right now. I'm gonna keep it, but it's too many. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do my job at work or nothing like that if I just did that all day.
It's, bro, you know, podcasting is the new local rapper.
Don't say that, bro.
Bro, we local rappers,
nah.
bro. Like, bro, we walking up to people like, hey, man, you should listen to my pod, man.
Nah, I never did that. Thank God. Hey, but you know what?
I have. I ain't gonna cap you down.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing if you do that. It's not a bad thing, but see me, I guess I'm subtle though. So like, even today, I told you like the shirt I wore. This home for it. First of all, tell me your what's your website?
Shotswithslim.com.
That boy spitting, you know, I'm repping my brand, but I wore this and somebody mentioned the logo on the back and they said my friend wear that, you know, I know this person that wear that number. So like I rather, you know, wear my merch that says I do that. So they be like, what that shirt mean? Because I
so
be
they
at
ask
work
about
and they be like, what this shirt mean? Now because I'm in a new place, I don't say what it means sometimes. But I had the urge to be like, hey, it's just somebody I know, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that but me coming and saying, hey, listen to my podcast, I ain't doing that because I don't want. Because you're right, you feel like the new local rapper, and I say local in a not good local, like local, like you might do it, what you want a little bit. You might do it for a little while, and you're gonna stop at some point. This is something I don't know when I'm gonna stop doing this. I've been doing it for 6 years now, almost.
Yeah.
So I don't want to look at myself as just a
you
local
know what's
rapper.
crazy? I was talking to somebody the other day, and they asked me how long I've been podcasting. I was like, I think I've been podcasting 4 years. And I told you people be calling me Maine. So I was like, and I think Maine been doing this for 6 years.
We don't look alike, so I don't know what that. Maybe not in a bad way.
Nah, it's the Maine and Slim.
Two different.
It's the Maine and Slim. But you know, if somebody don't watch the podcast, they just see Maine and Slim. They be like, oh, you Maine.
Oh damn, we tripping. Oh, I missed this. Introduce the song that we had first.
Oh yeah, that was Flyer, man. Chain hanging. I like that song. That song hard as hell.
I seen the video. I thought the video was pretty dope. I watched it from your story. Shout out to him. He doing you know some big things. But yeah, Maine and Slim. Back to the episode Maine and Slim. I found him somewhere downtown on Broad Street. I told him just come on record, man.
In the gutters.
Yeah, just like a rapper. See, that's the
Local
problem.
Rapper.
You be around a rapper too much, bro. You giving us a bad rap. I think it's you, man. I'm gonna blame you.
It might be me, dog. I'm the new local rapper.
Hey, I don't know. Quiet as kept, but you be around. a lot of rappers, bro. You be a rapper too much for me, bro.
Nah, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Ain't nothing wrong with being an independent artist. That's what it's called, an independent artist. It's just the independent artist got a bad rep because it's, you know, studios are so accessible now that anybody can be an artist, so it gave people a bad rep, and podcasting is becoming the same thing.
Well, you mentioned studio being accessible. Like right now, technically speaking, we can say we're in the studio.
Yeah, correct.
And this is also accessible. Maybe not the MacBook, but then
That
again,
too.
it is because I mean, all the scammers out here, you can get a MacBook for probably $200 if you know the right person.
Bro, you can go to a digital store and get a credit card for $2,000 and get a MacBook and get everything that you need.
Well, why you didn't tell me this? Why you didn't tell me this last year when I spent this money on the MacBook? I called you and asked you.
Because I know you care about your credit. You care about your credit.
Not really.
You should. These folks don't care about their credits, bro. They gonna run these credit cards up and get on.
I mean, it's paid off. But I mean,
me.
that's extra $1,500 in my pocket. I got 2 kids. But I could have kept that.
Yeah, I mean, you could have.
I keep again, you know, the scammers and the rappers. So, but I did. Since we talking about rap, I want to talk about that because, and I don't know who you plan to if you had planned to call anybody. I did tell you to have somebody to call, but
I couldn't think of nobody.
I could think of one person, but I don't know if you want to call that person. I have to be 100. I like to be straight up. So
you want me to?
I want to know his reasoning for feeling the way he felt.
I'll call him if you want me.
Yeah,
to.
you have to just call him now. Just call him. I ain't gonna get into it, but make sure when you call him, you tell him that he on a pod, so that he ain't gotta say nothing crazy.
And then ask him the question.
Yeah, we just talk. And then he got 2 minutes. We ain't gonna be on too long, unless he busy. It's only 10 minutes in. We've been real busy, man. Music already. Come on now. And the rappers be busy around 7:05 p.m. So he might not message right now either, because y'all have a good conversation. So have y'all spoke since then? Oh, so he just don't rock with you, I guess.
Man, chill out. Nah, he probably out doing some work.
That he getting paid for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I do want to start there because, like I said, I want to, and then we talk about it. I don't want it to be redundant, but I know we talk a lot about, you know, the reason behind even starting Maine and Slim, and let's get into that first. And we could talk about it. And you might have your own reasoning. I might have my own reasoning, but I got a snippet in my phone that I'm gonna put out sometime this week if I remember, and if I'm correct. We did it. We had been doing work already together a lot. So you was coming into the studio. I was coming here. We were doing your pod, my pod. You would film my pod. We would do pods together when we felt like the topic was needed to have a certain person on. And we also had 2 different views on how we wanted to go about our pods for our own entities. So it made sense for us to join together and do one because any similarities we got, like I think you was saying I'm a shy away from rappers. I already was shy away from rappers. And we was like, well, we can get rappers on and just do interviews, whether it be rappers, business owners, that and third, for people that's not in our line of sight for interviewing them for our podcast. Not that we don't want to do it.
Easier way to get on.
Right. But it also was more lucrative because we charged. It was a fee with it. However, that fee, all it did was really just make us put time aside to squeeze that person into our schedule.
Yeah.
So at the point where if somebody came and they was a damn atheist and said, "Yo, I'm gonna come on Maine and Slim. Here's the fee. All right, come on, and we gonna get it right." Yeah. So that was the whole purpose of it. I'm not mistaken.
Talk about whatever you want to talk about, promote whatever you want to promote.
Right. Within that money, sometimes too, I know I've done it. And I've seen you do. We've also put ads on it and behind it. It's not we pocket the money and just go about our business. We put things on it, and we also poured whatever we got into the interview as well. In the midst of that, we also interview artists or people that got something big going on in the city, and those kind of catch fire sometimes too. So just you coming on Man Slim, you can get caught just by the right guest coming on, and now the algorithm or whatever helps you out.
I see you've been going crazy about the algorithm.
That's pissing me off, man. But that's another story. And I'm gonna tell you off air why I be saying that, but that's another story. Yeah. So that's the reason why. So when you tell me your story, which I mean, I don't want to get into the story. I don't know what details you want out, but you tell me your story. Yeah, it has bothered me since then because I feel like sometimes artists, definitely music artists, and I can't speak for all artists, but music artists definitely, they be wanting a lot of somethings for nothing. Yeah. Like that might be the most favorite category there is. Like, do me a favor,
bruh.
Do this for me.
So, I watched your Thinking Out Loud, of course, and 100% agree with everything you said. That's exactly why we started MAINE&SLIM, is because, you know, we both got a lot going on. We both got a podcast. You know, we got stuff to do. And a lot of people hit us up in our DMs, which I had a conversation with a couple of my friends that started podcasting, because I know a couple people that had started podcasting, and they was trying to charge also. And I was telling them, like, hey, this is the thing about business. A lot of people don't know about business, dog. And I was thinking this today when I was walking downtown. Like,
and you gonna get your downtown shit off, right? I like that.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I just got some beef with downtown Augusta, bro.
Get it off.
I just do, bro.
Karen Gordon will be proud, so get it off,
bro. I got a lot of beef with downtown Augusta because, bro, have you ever like really been to Savannah and just like been out in Savannah downtown?
Only once or twice, yeah.
Bro, there's no difference between Augusta and Savannah downtown. There's no difference. The only difference is they have built this culture that Augusta don't have to build, that they already have. And just, bro, I'm gonna start rambling about downtown Augusta, dog. I'm just gonna leave it there. Let me get back to the subject. So I was just walking downtown Augusta, and I was just like, bro, a lot of people don't know about business, bro. Business is about creating a demand for what you're trying to sell and making your price point based off of what the market allows you to charge. Like, if I'm about to start selling sneakers and I know Michael Jordan is selling his sneakers for $250 and I'm just starting, I only have two options, maybe three. If Michael Jordan is charging $200, I need to charge $100 because, you know, I'm in the same thing as his, and his is a little bit more known, and maybe my price point to get people to look at me as a cheaper option, or I need to charge more and, you know, target people that want to spend a lot of money for something, or I can charge the same thing and just be competitive and go at them head on. But basically what I'm saying is you have to create that demand in the market. And that's what I tell people when it comes to this podcasting thing. Like, we didn't jump on this thinking like, I'm just trying to make some money. It was that, hey, there's a lane for this. People are asking to get on, and people ask to pay all the time. So we might as well do it. It'll be a good business arrangement.
Right. And I agree. And we don't do it for money, which is why you don't charge on your platform. I don't charge on my platform.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying I haven't made money, but I just don't charge. It's like I'm not going out and saying, hey, pay me XYZ, you can come on my platform.
Yeah, I don't go out my way to look for guests to get money off of them.
But also,
if somebody asks me, of course, I'll be like, yeah.
It depends, because it's consulting things we do that we pay for. I mean, that we get money for. But I'm sitting down, I'm showing you stuff. It's a lot of things to make money what we doing. But as far as the guests come on, I'm not saying it's an entry fee. MAINE&SLIM, the fee isn't because of we have this, what the word they use, traction.
Yeah,
it's not about the traction per se, but I'm not mad at any artist for wanting to know about where their money is going. Mm-hmm. I ain't mad at that, but I would ask them, how consistent are you with that? So when you have a videographer telling you this is the price I charge for a video, are you asking the breakdown of everything before you pay something? If you gotta pay for a show, because rappers be paying for shows now. It was the whole opposite back in the day, right? You paying for a show because you win this prize. Are you asking all these questions before you pay the money? Before you put money into the ad, who can you ask to say, well, before I put $50 into this ad or for this to make my numbers go up, are you asking those questions? If you are, then that's fine. But I know a lot of them not. So don't use us as the persons. Don't let it start here. Well, hold on. Where's this money going to? Like, let me see your book. I ain't gonna lie. If you talk about Joe Budden a lot, right? And I get why he's doing it, because I think he just probably lying. But I'm not having nobody ask him about no books.
Yeah.
No disrespect to any
I don't
artist.
think he lying. I don't think he lying. I think he's telling the truth.
No, I think the books would show that he probably should have paid him more money.
Oh yeah. Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So of course I see why he's not showing.
You talking
books.
about yeah.
Or his numbers. I'm saying your numbers.
Yeah.
And stuff. But why would I be showing an artist my numbers for?
Yeah.
Because now I'm an asshole and I say, well, show me yours.
I mean, but you can see the numbers too. That's the crazy part about it.
That did, but what you can see ain't really what it is.
Yeah.
Because so anybody that's watching, right? So we always talk about this. We talk about how when we go to our YouTube and stuff, one stat we like to go off of is your watch time.
Yeah, correct.
I don't care what the views say. I can get 26 views. I don't care. If my videos are at average 90 minutes and my watch time at average is 60 minutes, 70 minutes, that tells me that majority of people that watch are watching it all the way through. And that's something that a lot of people can't say. Even people that got 2-minute, 3-minute rap videos, no pun intended, rappers, they can't say that they watch time is that. But I can say that my watch time is that.
That's also how you can tell if somebody got fake views, because if they watch time is like
so
2-3 seconds.
The number's going to be different. So when you say, but like having an artist say, our price is our price. And I say, okay, cool, hey, man. Or you say, because you negotiate a lot of them. I don't negotiate with them. I just show up. But you say, hey, this is the price. Oh, well, let me see what your numbers work. For what? Don't pay it then.
Yeah.
Because like the thing is, this is nothing on MAINE&SLIM. The reason why we aren't like super consistent with it is because we don't have to do this. This is something we do it just because it made sense at the time to high demand.
Yeah.
We don't have to, like, I don't have to do this. Like, I work and you freelance doing your own stuff. You don't have time for this. This is something we do to make time so that if there's a person, it has to be an artist, is that person.
Honestly, I don't see it no different than what I do for a living. Like, somebody hit me up and they be like, hey, I got an event. How much you charge for events? And I'd be like, shoot, start out at $250, blah, blah, blah. It's the same thing. It's pictures and video that you can use, even if you just using it just for entertainment purposes. That's how I view it. It's the same thing.
So I guess in a nutshell, what we're trying to discuss here is that why is it a negative, a negative thought process of paying for interviews. And I only say that, I don't mind by paying for interviews, do what you want to do, but I only say that because, of course, I'm biased. I'm an interviewer, so to speak. Mm-hmm. So I'm on the side of interviewing. I know the pride I take in doing interviews and how I gear up for an interview with a person, and how much pride I take in the type of questions I ask, and even my follow-up questions and when they answer certain ways. Even how I go from the agenda of what the question is, just to make sure that the pod or whatever we doing is going a certain way and it looked at in a certain light. I know how serious I take. I can't speak to anybody else. I take it seriously. So why I don't understand why artists wouldn't want that. Because I can tell you that unless you got this fire ass song, the interview gonna always outlast the song. That song is for the moment. The interview is you. It's always gonna be you.
Yeah, I would love to get on here and play devil's advocate, but I really don't have one. But I'll tell you one argument that I really hate that come from artists. Excuse me.
Tell me.
I understand why I should pay Say Cheese $800 for an interview, but why the hell should I pay y'all for an interview? The reason why I hate that argument like a motherfucker is, first off,
and also when you get off camera, tell me who said that. I need to know who said that now. But go ahead. No, you can tell me off camera. That just pissed me off too.
I was just speaking hypothetically. I ain't had no person in mind. But the reason why I hate that argument, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't think nobody ever told me that. I'm just saying it because like I've heard like these type of things before from other people about other places.
So ask me the question. What they ask you? I guess.
I understand why I would pay Say Cheese $800 for an interview, but why would I pay your entity $100 for or $200 or $300 for an interview?
Okay, and when I would ask, and then you be the rapper because you hang around rappers, right? You probably know how to speak to this more than them. So when you pay Say Cheese $800, that's the price for real? $800 still? It's just $800?
Oh, I don't know, bro.
I'm pretty sure it's up more now because $800 is easy to get for some people.
I don't know. I just came up with that.
Okay, whatever Say Cheese price is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you pay that price.
Let's say $1,200.
Okay, so as an artist, are you paying for the interview or are you just paying for to get on the page?
To get on the page.
Okay, so that's two different things. See what I'm saying? I'm actually interviewing you.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you a wide audience. I'm not giving you a page or a look. I'm just interviewing you for real. So that's why you're paying me a substantial amount less than you paying him. You're paying him because he has a platform. His question ain't, you watch all these interviews, bro. You watch the Say Cheese. He's not bad though, but you watch Say Cheese. You watch Dirty Glove Bastard, which is off the porch with Josh, DJ. What's his name? DJ. I don't know. DJ Small Eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say them three because I don't want to say too many. You watch those people, and if I come up there and I pay a fee.
Those interviews are trash too.
That's what I'm saying. I pay a fee. I'm only paying to get on there. So my thing is, I get that, but from a business standpoint, which some of the artists should be business minded. If they ask these kind of questions, I would hope you're business minded. From a business standpoint, all right, you got the look, so you got this major platform, right? He asked me these bullshit ass questions, and you give me these bullshit ass answers. What did you just do?
So
you just threw money away.
So, Maine, when did you jump off the porch? How is it in the streets of Augusta?
And they lying. That's not, I'm sorry. I'm getting too personal. But the thing is, that's my thing. He go, okay, well, tell me about your childhood. How was your upbringing like? Okay, cool. What's your favorite color? All right, that's what's up. So when you start doing crimes, that's just how it go, right?
It go, bro. They jump to the crimes so quick, bro.
And so you mean tell me you paying this substantial amount of money for a horrible interview, a horrible line of questioning,
for a nigga to print out
just
your
for you
rap
to smile, laugh, act tough, just like everybody else gonna do on the page, and you think you're gonna stand out?
Yeah,
it don't make sense. But people will ask us questions. They will ask us, "Oh, well, why?" Don't ask me why. Just don't pay it. Like you don't gotta ask why no more. It's a new thing. You ain't gotta ask why. If you gotta ask why, just don't come. Like it's fine,
bro. This is my viewpoint about it too, bro. Like this is why, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If I was an artist, I would pay for an interview, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why I would pay for an interview. I would pay for an interview because, there's one person in the city that I really respect with how he moves and how he conducts business. And that's Dorian.
Dorian, I already knew it. Dorian, yep.
Bruh. And I'm not saying that just because I was just working with him today.
Nah, shout out
I'm
to Dorian.
saying that because everything he does is so strategic and professional. It don't make no sense, bruh. Like, I've never even met nobody in my life that was just that organized to the T. Like, my mom was a person that I looked up to as far as being organized growing up, and he got her beat. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this is why I would pay for an interview. Because an interview is going to be 30 minutes to an hour of content that I could reuse over and over for marketing purposes. I might mess around and say something like real inspirational and clip it up and just post it on TikTok one day and wake up tomorrow and they got 1 million views. I'm not saying that I'm chasing the views. I'm saying if I was an artist, I would just be using this for promotional purposes. That's why I would pay for an interview. The same way as if I paid for a music video, I would only do the interview if I was dropping a project or doing a music video so I could help promote that and just have steady content. Like, I would pay for photo shoots. I would pay for promotional videos. I would pay for flyers. I would pay for all this stuff. So, because, bruh, internet is king right now, bruh. Just so I can have consistent traffic coming to my page.
So I wanna piggyback on what you just said, and I hope you don't get off top of me saying this, but so you mentioned earlier we would call local rappers or whatever independent artists. So my thing is, how independent are you if all you're doing is paying to get a look from somebody else? That's what signing a label is. That's what signing a deal is. Signing a deal is, okay, we got this big mainstream distribution, or we can give you this amount of money for this look or whatever it can be. Now you're paying for that and you get this look or you get this access to this. So you pay this interviewer, quote unquote, for the look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not independent. That's you paying for something else. But it would be independent. This is me, my personal belief. It's independent when you come to a place like us, and this might be biased, so come to MAINE&SLIM, of course. You pay the fee, which is not a lot of money if you're making money, but you pay the fee. But that's another story. If you pay the fee, right? You pay the fee. Boom. Yeah. So you could say, and I don't mind an artist saying this. Hey man, can y'all email me a copy of this footage? Oh yeah, sure. We're gonna throw MAINE&SLIM on there first, but yeah, we make sure we watermark it because it's ours, and you can clip it up as long as you want to.
Yeah, do whatever
you might not like the clips we put out, and that's fine. Get your own clips. That's independent
because you paid for it. So I don't mind. I definitely don't mind sending you something. I
wouldn't even mind if they come and say, "Hey, look, man, I know y'all got your own thing, but I got about 15 questions you want to ask these." Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't mind that neither.
It's yours. This is your interview, but you can't go to none of them other 3 entities we named and do that.
No, not at all.
You can't say, "Oh, hey, ask me this question." Get the fuck out of here. That's what they're gonna say. Get out of here.
Yeah.
All I want about the crime you did. Now go. You got 15-minute interview. You paying for what?
About the crime you did.
They spend more money, not even on the interview. You spend money driving to the interview, driving home from the interview. Have your entourage with you because you're in the city and you're not really like that anyway. You go to another city, so you got your people with you. You're paying for food. Y'all doing stuff out there. Y'all doing all this. You're doing all that, and you can't even get your own line of questioning.
Yeah.
You can't even get the footage. You have no say so of none of that stuff. But it's just a nervous somebody that really asks us for some numbers. Like, what you mean for numbers? Like, no.
And then, bro, if you look at one of those interviews that they talking about, and this is gonna be their argument, bro, because like I told you, we got to look at it from different angles. They're gonna say, well, this page is already established, and y'all are still up and coming just like me. So if we work together, it'll be beneficial for both of us. But what I will argue against that is, yes, this page does have traction already, but look in those comments and tell me, I want you to go in the comments and count how many rocket ships you see.
You got you.
Ain't no real person putting no rocket ship emojis. Those are fucking bots.
I want to do a sidebar with something you just said because I get it. A lot of pages are established. Mm-hmm. I don't look at MAINE&SLIM as being up and coming. I look at MAINE&SLIM as something two guys put together because they didn't want to do it in the first place. I'm just being real. So pay me.
I wouldn't say I didn't want to do it.
I'm not saying.
I say like.
So yeah, I'm not saying that I never wanted to do it in the sense of interviewing people. It's just obviously a certain field of people I have no interest in interviewing sometimes unless I want to do that. But what happens is doing this fee, and mind you, it's not a substantial amount of money. It's not life-changing money. It's not doing anything for me at all. But that fee makes me set time aside to go ahead and look you up, get a great line of questioning for you, find out what I think is going to make you pop out. And mind you, I'm curating this for a person, whoever paying, right? For a person. They not doing that for you. They not ready. When you come, they got probably a set of questions. They have the same people, the same stuff every time.
Where you from when you jumped off the porch? How is it where you from?
And we might do something similar, but we also got sidebar questions. We how many times we saw the artist, it's going to be 30 minutes, we do an hour. You're not getting anywhere else.
And then on top of that, I know at least 10 people that know you. So I got like questions tailored around that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm doing my homework research.
Even if I don't know you, I know 10 people that know you.
So you're not paying just for the interview. That to me is a myth. You're paying for the time to put aside to get ready for the interview. You're paying for me to go do the research and to also really put you in a spotlight where you can shine. And you're paying the other people for their views and their numbers. You're not getting that here. So that's why we don't charge them.
Most importantly too, bro, the biggest thing you're paying for is for us to promote you. And let me tell you a big difference, because I was just jokingly calling podcasters the new local rappers. I was joking when I said that, but let me tell you some real stuff. These new podcasters that's popping up, and I'm just being completely honest, I'm not tripping about nobody doing something that I do. I don't care at all. I ain't never cared about no competition or nothing like that. But these new podcasters that's popping up, they just trying to make viral clips. They trying to talk about getting their booty ate. They trying to talk about when the time they flew a bitch out and she didn't want to give them no butt. They trying to talk about the time they pulled up to a girl crib and she asked them to buy their kids some McDonald's. They just want viral clips. Us, we really do this. What comes with podcasting when you do this for real is from the first day you sat down and decided you wanted to podcast, you start creating a cult following. At the point where me and Maine are right now, it's at least, and I'm talking about at least 100 people that wake up Monday or Tuesday and they're going to watch whatever's on that channel no matter what. That's what you're paying for.
So, and I agree with you, but like I said, my thing is just that question, asking something like that, I gotta see the number before I do this, before I do that. You ain't gotta see that. You don't have to see the number before you pay, because you don't have to pay. I can tell you this, and I would never diss nobody, just not online at least, unless you say my name. I never diss nobody like publicly like that. But when I watch, when we have these situations, like we normally do, with somebody tell them the price. Normally, if I tell somebody the price, or we tell somebody, or he normally does this. I don't really deal with rappers like that. But you tell somebody the price, they either pay it or they go away, right? Mm-hmm. Which, let me tell you what that does, because I like that. Your brother, I like that though. Look, I like that. But they pay it or they go away. And if
hold up, bro.
If a rapper, they either go away or they pay it, right? Now, when the ones that go away, it's no love lost, it's no hard feelings. I'm fine, he's fine, we still gonna move, right? But what that does is it eliminates everybody wasting their time. Because now you didn't waste your time, waste my time.
Yeah.
You go about your business.
Facts.
And ones that go ahead and complete the business transaction, they get a great interview, and we go from there. Now, the ones that go away and they go somewhere else, which is probably going to be free or cheap route, I'm going to still watch it. I'm going to support it. Nonetheless, you don't have to be a fan of MAINE&SLIM or come MAINE&SLIM for me to support you. I'm going to support you just being from the city. When I go watch it, I say, damn, just XYZ, more money, they can have a better interview. That's how I look at it. Just 'cause I know how serious we take it. But that's my thoughts on that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't want to pay, you don't want to pay. But I'm not showing anybody no freaking numbers, man. and I think the main thing is like this. It's not that I'm not showing nobody the numbers, because depending on who asks, it will make sense. But you gotta be able to make it make sense. You ask me that question.
Oh no, I'm not showing nobody my numbers ever.
Oh no, because I'm gonna keep it a bug with you. I'll be honest with you. If somebody said but honestly, somebody said MAINE&SLIM, we will waive a fee. We do waive fees for certain things. It gotta make sense. But if I did set forth a fee, and let's say who's a nice up and coming artist, let's say out of Atlanta or something like that, or I don't know. Let's say Jack Boy Maine. Let's say for him for some reason. He said, "Yo, man, I need to see a number for I pay the XYZ. I need to see. I'm gonna show him the numbers. This Jack Boy Maine. Man, I'm not saying he's a big time artist, but he's established in some way, shape, or form. It makes sense for me to show him his numbers. But business wise, that makes sense, because I also feel like as a businessman, he probably gonna ask other people, let me see your number. Let me see that. Don't be coming out of nowhere. You have no right to be asking my numbers, bro. Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
As an artist, as a supportive artist, I'm not coming to people and saying, hey, let me see your numbers. I see you got 26,000 views, Q-Dog, on his YouTube views. Let me see your insights. What that look like? That's crazy.
Yeah, that is insane.
That's crazy as hell. That's insane. Because, or of a promoter, you think, and promoters don't even do this. So why would you do that? Promoters, you think they'd be like, yo, I know you're a local independent artist, rather. You know, we got this little show. What's your fee? I'm gonna keep using Q-Dog as an example. What's your fee? Oh, Q-Dog said, my fee, $2,500. Hey man, let me see your YouTube insights first. No, they're not asking that question.
Yeah.
So what nervous might think that, and it's not a bad thing, because do your thing. If you want to ask a question. Just don't ask me. Ask Slim. He might take it better. I'm gonna be upset. Don't ask me no question about no numbers, man. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't care. I'm to the point
I've
now.
been hot for a minute about that. And I like the guy. I don't have power on him, but don't ask that question, man.
I told somebody this recently too, because I know why you get hot about that and I don't. It's like people view niggas that do media as lame niggas, and you don't ever want to be viewed as a lame nigga. I'm okay being a lame nigga though. Well, but you aren't.
Yeah, you're right. View me as, you can view me as whatever you want to view me as. You know, as long as you show me respect, I don't care. Nobody has like ever treated me as if I was lame. I mean, so I'm cool.
I'm a nerd though, so that's why I'm good.
Yeah, I ain't a nerd. Yeah,
I'm a nerd, bro. So that's why I'm good with it.
And I'm cool. Like I said, it's not to say that because I don't want to make it seem like I'm saying, oh, I'm tough, you're not tough. No, I'm not. It's not that. It's just you're right. We did two different breeds. I just don't. Not even breed. We got two different personalities, rather. Yeah. I ain't with all that. But that's also people know you. Like, so y'all have, aside from all the stuff we talking, y'all have friendships sometimes too. So maybe he asked you as a friend.
Some people.
Okay, well, maybe he asked you as a friend. I don't know, but I just can't fuck around like that. Anyway, rappers. I want to get past the interview. I mean, if you want to pay the interview, cool. If you don't want to pay, don't pay MAINE&SLIM. It's fine. Yeah. But I think another thing with what I've seen in interviewing is, like you said, you mentioned podcasting being a new local rap, or independent rappers, rather, independent artists. You know, you gotta look at, I don't know your view, but my view, on my side, I'm more biased because I do this. This is what someone do. You too, but I don't know if you're biased or not. But we gotta start looking at hobby versus profession.
Oh yeah. I got you.
And I think I'm all for this. Say somebody podcast for a hobby, I'm cool with that. Mm-hmm. That's fine. Say somebody rap for a hobby, I'm cool with that. But don't come at me as a professional then. You know what I'm saying? Come to me as somebody who does it for a hobby. Because if you do it for a living, then I can understand somebody saying, yo, I need to see them numbers. I need to see this, because this is your livelihood. This is what you really do. But if you're just doing stuff on a weekend, or you got a season where you just, I don't know, you know what? I watched $1,000,000 game one day and I want to rap again. That's not you being a professional. That's you getting inspired by an interview one day and you just going in the booth and making some things happen because you got a laptop or a mixer or whatever.
I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. Like, when it comes to that hobby thing, it just depends on how the person is approaching it. Like, And shout out my dog
Both
Chuck.
could be right. Bro. You can approach it as a hobby.
Yeah,
though.
but shout out to my dog Chuck because we got into a big disagreement about this before, and he had told me, he was like, Slim,
Native Sounds?
Yeah, he told me, he was like, Slim, at the end of the day, he was talking about strictly music though. He was like, at the end of the day, we all doing this as a hobby until something comes from it. And I told him, I was like, bro, respectably, bro, you didn't spend over 10 grand in music for it to be a hobby. I ain't got no hobby I done spent 10 grand on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you something that's a hobby of mine that I put some money into. Gambling. I love to gamble. Ain't no telling how much money I put into gambling. But
how much you think you lost?
I done won way more than I lost.
Okay, that's good.
Way more. I'm talking about, it's funny because I looked at my taxes the other day, and my taxes showed me I put in $2,000 and I won $20,000. You know what I'm saying? See, that's a hobby that makes sense. Bruh, putting in $10,000 into music and not getting a return on that investment ever, or not even thinking there's going to be a return on that investment, that's insane. That's insane. That's pure insanity. Like, if somebody came up to me and was like, bro, I just rap as a hobby, bro, and they shoot a music video every once in a while, they go to a studio every once in a while, cool, bro, have at it. I get it. That's a hobby. Bruh, if you shooting a music video every other week, you going to the studio every other day, you paying for this placement, you doing this right here, no, bro, that is a business. That is not a hobby. That is a business, and you're in the red. So you need to figure out how to get out the red.
But I guess it go back to what you say though, cause I can see it's funny because me and you both podcast so much. We both making the same point. We keep kind of diss each other point a little bit, but like I think it depends on how you approach it for real.
Yeah.
Because even you can still have something be a hobby, but your approach could be super professional.
Yeah,
like it could be professional to the point where like somebody may question you, like, you sure you don't want to do this for real? Because you do it very well. You know what I'm saying? Like, your approach can be professional, even in a sense of, like, you mentioning you spending all this money, but imagine this. Imagine somebody who, as a rapper, makes their rapper like a LLC, and then even though they put money into it, they getting that back all the time, so they're not really losing money.
Yeah.
That's and it's a hobby, so to speak, maybe, but they approaching it in a professional manner. Someone like that can ask me a question about the numbers. I'm still not showing them. But I can understand. I can understand that approach, because everything they doing has to make sense on their end, or every dollar they spend, they have to know, they have to account for it. But as we know, most artists, I'm trying to say rappers, most artists or local artists, independent artists, don't account for every dollar they spend. We see it. You work the clubs. I know you see it. You think they account for every dollar they throw in the air every time they trying to look rich? No, they're not accounting for that.
Nah.
So don't, you know what I'm saying? My thing is that's not a professional sense. That's not a professional approach. Even most rappers, when they go to the club, I mean these big time rappers go to the club, they already going in knowing they spending some amount of money. That's accounted for already. Or they getting paid by the club. Hey, look, I need X, Y, Z and ones. That's accounted for. They probably not throwing their own money. They just throwing whatever the club gave them. You know, a piece of whatever the club gave them. So
I done seen some crazy stuff in the club though. Artists.
Well, you work with these artists.
Yeah, I done seen some crazy.
So tell me, like, in your opinion, but like, and just not just artists. It ain't gotta be artists. It can be this can go for anything. Like, as far as the professional versus a hobby thing, because somebody who has plans of going to the NBA, and they friend don't have plans of going to the NBA, but they hang together and they play ball together. You had it. I'm pretty sure you when you was younger and you was nice. I'm pretty sure you had a friend who wasn't that nice, but they hang around you. They had no hoop dream, but they hung around you. Y'all still approach the game so differently. It was things you could just.
Nah, you reminded me when I was 19 years old, I had my homeboy. We still homeboys, but you wasn't telling him he wasn't going to the league. And guess what? I used to wake up every day because I ain't had nothing to do, and I had just got out of jail. So I was trying to, keep a clean face. And I went to the gym with that boy every day. And I was busting niggas' asses, dunking on niggas, and he was still trash as hell. But you could not tell him he wasn't going to the NBA. And me, I'm in here busting everybody's ass. I know I ain't going to no NBA.
Well, it's another factor in that, too. Because we mentioned the hobby and the professional thing, right?
It was a hobby for me. I like
some artists,
basketball.
But somebody will look at you and say, you should play ball for real because of how nice you was.
And I'll tell them they smoking crack. I'm 19 years old. It's over.
But you knew that then. You knew that then.
Yeah,
but
it's a wrap.
Even in the sense of art and stuff like that, if somebody is good at what they do, we podcast. It's probably a podcaster. I'll take this example. Dorian don't podcast heavily like we podcast, right? His approach to it is professional.
Correct.
He making sure that everything he does is crafted around other moves being made.
Podcast, it still is dope though.
So
I'll give it to him.
And it is. It's Dorian, so it's gonna be he's a dope speaker. But my point is, he don't approach it probably like me and you approach it. Mm-hmm. But I would still consider him to be a professional. But if you ask him, it's probably a hobby. It's probably just something he's doing. Because rap is his
I don't think he'll call it a hobby. I think he'll call it a promotional tool.
That too, and also he with him, you had to put him in the arts. You couldn't umbrella him under just podcasting because he does rap. He might do spoken word. He might do so many facets of art. You can't just put him on one umbrella. Yeah. But I guarantee, but his love, what his passion is gonna be, is with that pen and paper and rapping. I'm pretty sure. You know what I'm saying? But his approach to it is still professional like, but the amount of time he spent doing it is hobby like. So it just, I mean, my thing is, I don't care what you do. It could be hobby, it could be professional. No matter to me.
Dorian said something real interesting on his podcast that he shot today because I produce his podcast.
Shameless plug.
And
you produce podcasts, you make podcasts, you hang with rappers, you make merch, take pictures.
I just be trying to pay these bills, dog.
Pay your bills, okay. Not everybody do that.
Not all of them. But nah, bro, you know how you try to joke to stop from crying? That's what I just did just now.
I keep forgetting you got that thing going on.
Yeah, bro, you try to joke.
Nah, I ain't trying to joke, man. I forget about it, man.
No, that's what I did that. But yeah, I got off track. I ain't gonna sit here and cap you down, bro.
Dorian said something fire in the pod today. What he said?
Oh yeah, bro. He said something real fire on the pod, bro. He basically was saying how like being a creative is real different nowadays because back in the day, people were just creatives. And as soon as he said that, I started thinking, I was like, yeah, back in the day, creatives had like managers, they had a team, all that. Nowadays, being a creative is totally different. Like you have to wear all these different kind of hats. Like you have to be a marketer, you have to, be a businessman, you have to do all this, and you still have to create also. And that right there kind of just made people, drive people crazy because some people just want to create. They don't want to have to do all this other stuff. But nowadays, as a creative, you have to do all this stuff. You have to.
Well, especially if you're going to consider yourself to be independent.
Yeah.
Independent means that you're doing everything on your own.
Yeah. And that's what's going to separate you from it being a hobby and being able to pay your bills off of it. Like, me and my homeboy Trey got into a big argument about this. We knew a girl that was super talented, bro. I'm talking about she could paint her ass off. And she just used to sit in the house and paint. And he used to be like, yeah, that's what a real artist is, somebody that just loves the art. I said, or they're selfish and don't want to share it with the world.
Yeah, that's true.
I was like, it's two different ways to look at it. And he was like, you only say that because you're a capitalist and you think you're supposed to make money off of everything. And I'm like, no, I'm saying that because that's super selfish for someone to be sitting in a room with all these beautiful paintings and no one to see them.
I'm starting to think people not American no more, man. Because
I think so too, bro.
American, you got me this bread, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, bro. It's just so frowned upon to be an American now, bro. I was telling somebody that today because I went on a rant talking about how and I wasn't in my anti-job bag. I was just like, bro, a lot of people don't understand that you going to work for no reason sometimes. Like, we're paying all this money into SSI, and we're not going to have it when we're 65. We're paying all this money for nothing, and people don't get that. Then I was like, also, like, it's just certain things we need to do better in America. Like 30 years from now, right now you're probably saving up for your kids' college fund, right? Education probably going to be free. So now, hopefully, you're going to be able to put that towards your house, right? And then the person looked at me and was like, why you care so much about American politics and blah, blah, blah? I said, why y'all don't care about America? Like, what's up with y'all?
It's cool to live here, but I draw a line anything else. I can live in America,
it's just cool to live here.
Draw a line anything else, man.
It's cool to live here, be black, and be poor. But it's not cool to want to fix those things.
Only thing I said something a while back on Facebook. I was like, making money or something you don't believe in is too American for me, and I stand on that. I feel like if you was somebody that was like, man, fuck black people, I don't care about no black people, but you had sit down with some Black History shirts, I would be like, yo, that's kind of wild, bro. You don't care about what you make money.
That's
different. But anything else American wise, I mean, I'm all for. I mean, it's that's the game, but like that's the blueprint. Like I ain't gonna sit here and say that. I ain't gonna sit here and say what I want to say. I say off air. But it's certain things that's been done in this world, and that's really the blueprint of how
this
the world turns.
This is how
for
I
America.
I view it as you having a house, right? And like you got a backyard of this house, and you don't give a fuck what go on in your backyard. You like, man, long as it don't come in the house, I don't care. You got lions, tigers, and bears back there, all kind of shit. And you don't even pay that shit no attention. You don't look out the window. You don't go out there. You just sit in the house. That's how I view those people.
But in true American fashion, they don't care until
they
got to go to the backyard. Yeah. Oh, that too. Well, that's a saying too, so that's good. But unless you got to go back there, then it's like, oh, man, I don't know, man. It's a lot going on here.
But you ain't been paying attention the whole time, though.
I voted for him.
I
voted for this guy.
I voted for this guy.
That's what he believed in.
This who y'all told me to vote for. And he promised me what? And I still ain't got all these student loans. Oh, yeah, okay.
So
let me stop throwing shots. But y'all did vote for that nigga. He promised y'all student loans, and he ain't did shit. And it's almost time to get him out of there.
Nah, he might get his up out of there. He look bad. He might be gone somewhere.
He only got one more year. You think he can hold on one more year?
You know, he like got 10 months to me. I mean, I'll be honest, I ain't mad at either one. But I don't wish definitely about it. I ain't mad at either one.
Nah, not at all. It's just, politics is a whole nother thing, and that's another thing. People talking about stuff they don't even research properly. That goes back to the podcast. And I told you every time that we sit down together, we're gonna talk about podcasting, and that's one of my biggest things. And I just told Blue this the other day. I was like, bruh, I'm tired of niggas sitting down on podcasts talking about sports, and they don't know shit about no sports.
Hey, don't open the door for me. I'm telling you right now, bro.
Nah, I'm strictly talking about Blue.
Okay.
Strictly talking about Blue. They don't know shit about sports. I'm like, bro, cut it out, bro. But yeah.
Leave that one alone. Look, what you think about the Billboard's top 50 greatest rappers list?
Bruh, okay. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you because I seen that list when I was in the studio with Dorian and Bizzo Beats, right? Seen that list. And we was just going through it one by one. And I was like, Queen Latifah over Jadakiss. Kind of wild, but whatever.
Kinda.
Yeah, but I'm just like, bruh, we live in a time period where pandering is at an all-time high, bruh. Like, there's a Bill Burr skit, right? Where he's like, bruh, what the fuck happened to the woke community? And he's like, the white women just fucking hijacked that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, and then they want to talk about white men. Like, bitch, you in the same pool as me. What the fuck is you talking about? You drinking the same fucking Kool-Aid as me. The fuck are you talking about? You're a white woman. But bruh, Painter is just at an all-time high. But back to the list.
I mean, I'm cool with the Jadakiss. Not cool with it, but I get that. But let's do the top 20 because 50 is kind of crazy. I don't know how many 50 is. You know, I think we have to do a whole pod to do 50.
That's my biggest mark about the 50 though. The Queen Latifah over Kiss. That's just one thing I just wanted to say. Like, bro, that's wild.
Yeah, it is.
Super wild. But 20. Let's go to 20.
I would So I think because it's Billboard, I think we have to look at it a little different sometimes too, because they're probably thinking about actually you being on the Billboard too. Like that probably does make some kind of that probably does play a factor in their picking of some rappers. Jadakiss wouldn't be considered a Billboard rapper, if that makes sense.
I got you.
So I can see why she would be ahead of him in that sense. But when we think rapper, we think about rapping ability. Honestly, we're not really thinking about sales, but we know who sells and who don't sell, which is majority of them don't sell.
Hip hop has changed so much over these times too, since we've been alive.
That's true.
Since we've been alive.
I mean,
which is only 32 years.
You got to think they sold physical copies. You had to go to the store and want to buy the album. I can get somebody's album by mistake.
Yeah.
No respect to him, but Fly's song might pop up my thing by mistake now.
Yeah.
I didn't have it on here before. You know what I'm saying? So as the community has changed now, you can get it on accident.
Which would be a good thing because this music is fire.
So 20, Big Daddy Kane. 19, Missy Elliott. You stop me when you feel like I'm gonna say people's names, and don't be sexist now. I'm gonna say people's names. I know you. I'm gonna say people's names, and you stop me when you feel like.
Well,
wait.
Well, stop. Missy Elliott. Stop. Missy Elliott over Big Daddy Kane. Bro, what are we doing, bro? And I like Missy. I like Missy a lot.
She first of all, but she's probably behind Nicki and everything. I think Nicki's most talented, of course, but then you got Missy Elliott, and her run is amazing. But
that's that pandering I'm talking about.
Nah, you gotta. That could be seen as both, because you gotta think Missy did sell a lot of records. She sold records. She worked with other artists. They brought us Justin Timberlake. That's a Billboard stat in itself. But I know she does represent another community. You know what I'm saying? That you kind of gotta throw in there. I throw a little Missy in there. You know, you kind of gotta do it.
19. That sounds like a good spot for a woman. Let's go ahead and put her there.
Big Daddy Kane told me a gay. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like that's how they looked at it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, who 18?
Ice Cube, 50 Cent, Scarface. I would stop right there, me personally, but Scarface, J. Cole, LL Cool J.
Hold on. J. Cole, LL Cool J. Now, don't get me wrong. LL Cool J, rap legend. We already passed Ice Cube. We putting LL Cool J over Ice Cube. I'm bad. The same nigga in the water, splashing the water with a 6-pack. Keep going, bro.
What? I don't know what that means.
I don't get this. Like,
I would put.
I think it's because of those cheesy hits, bro. Those cheesy hits push you up. Is Ja Rule on here?
Nah, I don't think he made the top 50.
No Ja Rule in the top 50.
That's blasphemy. He sold a lot of records too. So that's why I said I wonder what it's on, because they did sell records as well.
I got a hot take for you. Without no Ja Rule, there would be no Drake. That's my hot take.
Okay. I ain't really jacking that one, but I thought pause. I thought you were gonna say 50 Cent, because that would make more sense. You know.
Nah, 50 just wanted to bully somebody, and the easiest person to bully was Ja.
Yeah. Rakim is 13th. Andre 3000 is 12th.
All right. I know. I was just talking about.
I already knew you were going.
I was just talking about Dorian on the pod and bigging him up. One thing I don't rock with Dorian with is his love for 3 Stacks. I love 3 Stacks. 3 Stacks will, bro. Right now he will jump on somebody's song, and I could see it being like a Kendrick, and him and Kendrick just having the most fire song of this decade, bro. I could just see it, but I'm not putting him on my top 50 list because he has 4 good verses.
You gotta relax. Nigga said 4. You gotta relax. Andre 3000 is he's a solidified artist. I think that I would, when you doing rap lists like this, what I would want to do for them is just say Outkast. That's just me personally, because you're taking up 2 spots for no reason.
Correct.
So I would just say Outkast, and it's kind of a slap in the face to have Andre 3000 up this high, as if he's just that much better than Big Boy. That's my personal opinion. Some people may feel like he's way better than Big Boy. I don't know. I like Big Boy when I was younger. I did think he can rap as well.
Yeah.
It takes 2. That group takes 2.
Yeah.
So that's just me. But I ain't gonna spend too much time.
Or maybe we should just leave groups off and just not have neither one.
That'd be nice too.
Yeah.
Or
maybe that's how
we should make a criteria for certain things like this, because if you're going to do a top 50 rappers list, I need them to have a lot more than just one solo album.
Or no solo albums. Because technically, that's 0 solo albums.
I know, because the one he put out wasn't all rap. Hey y'all, he barely rapped on there, but yeah.
It was a double disc.
Yeah, I know. Kanye West number 11. Nicki Minaj number 10.
Come on, bro.
What?
Bruh.
Nah, that's fine. That's
nah,
fine.
Bro. Nah. I'm not even no Kanye, like, big Kanye fan. But we're not putting Nicki over Kanye. Why are we putting Nicki over Kanye?
For women.
See what I'm
Women
saying?
King just came out, but they said 10 out of 10.
I hate that scene in Endgames when all the women click up at the end. I hate that scene, dog.
Well, so if it's any consolation, Nicki Minaj, they say, had the best verse on Monster. So I don't know if he's still going.
I agree.
Or not.
I completely agree.
I mean, she's proven. I mean, she probably can't spit with him. I'm not sitting here saying Kanye West raps that much better than Nicki Minaj.
Pull up in the Sri Lanka.
I don't know, but you stupid.
she said some crazy shit on that verse. Hey, it was still hard though.
I don't know, but I'm not sitting here telling you that Kanye West raps light years ahead, way better than Nicki Minaj. I don't think that, because Nicki Minaj can spit. Especially not even as a woman, as a rapper, she can spit. That's
but we just talking about as a rapper, bro. Nicki's not over Kanye in rapping, bro.
I don't know, bro. I'm not. What we doing? Influence or just rapping? You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends what we doing. Influence wise, then again, I don't know.
She's not over Kanye in nothing.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
What?
Influence.
What's she over him in?
She might be of influence.
No. Bro, them stupid ass Yeezys, these folks is going stupid over them stupid ass
Think
shoes.
about, that's not rap, that's fashion. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna rap.
That's influence.
Yeah, but he's not even that no more. Like that's because he made no songs. I'm talking about when you're rapping, you're making influence.
If we ask any one of these kids, what's the greatest album of all times? I wish we could do a survey. I promise you 60% of them is gonna say 808 and Heartbeats.
Nah, you all. Let's just
Heartbreaks, whatever it's called.
Never heard of it. So I never heard the album, so I can't say it is or not. I don't know. Top 10. I'm gonna run through it. We could have a discussion and call it a day.
All right.
Nicki Minaj, 10. 9 Snoop Dogg. 8 Drake. 7 Lil Wayne. 6 Notorious B.I.G. 5 Eminem. 4 Tupac. 3 Nas. 2 Kendrick. 1 of course Hov. I'm not gonna lie, I have a problem with Eminem, of course, being
I know you do.
high.
I know you
but
do.
I get it. It's Billboard, so it makes sense. And you said pandering. To me, that's pandering.
Nah, I don't think it's pandering. I'm gonna tell you, bro, I'm not mad at the top 5. The reason why I'm not mad at the top 5 because if we strictly just talking about hip hop artists and their accomplishments and their contribution to hip hop, that is a great top 5. We are not big Eminem fans. I've never been a big Eminem fan.
What contribution did he have to hip hop? I'm lost. Like, what do you mean when you say? I need to know his contribution to hip hop. Thank you. But keep going.
Only niggas moving units, M, Pimp, Juice, and us.
Jay-Z said that line. I didn't know his contribution to hip hop.
He knew.
I know his contribution
that,
I know his contribution to Interscope Records. What's his contribution to hip hop?
So basically his contribution to hip hop was making it kind of fun to be a rapper. Like when Eminem came out, that's when, you know, only people that was really doing fun hip hop was like him and Ludacris, and that's why we have like a DaBaby nowadays, because they was making real fun type of hip hop records.
Nelly was too. We didn't need Eminem.
Nah.
Yes, Nelly was.
Nelly made pop
I'm going
records.
down, baby. Yo Street in the Range Rover.
Nah.
He said shimmy, Cocoa Puff.
That's like poppy. That's poppy.
Fun,
that's
though.
not fun. It's poppy.
That's fun. Pimp Juice is fun. Midwest Swing is fun.
No, I mean fun. Like he had
jokey.
He had the crazy hair, and he had the videos where he was Batman.
Like silly.
Yeah, like fun.
Like Busta Rhymes, like we had in the 90s.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, those like Busta Rhymes, Eminem, Ludacris. They are why we have the babies and like that.
So what we need Eminem for though? If we had Ludacris and Busta, I'm curious
because he's white, bro. Do you want to hear my
pandering? Like I said, that's pandering.
Do you want to hear my theory on white rappers?
Put them in the top 5. Come on,
bro. Do you want to hear my theory on white rappers, bro?
Go ahead, tell me, man.
White rappers are as popular as they are because we have someone like Jack Harlow, and I'm not saying Jack Harlow is trash. I like Jack Harlow. He's pretty decent. But the reason why Jack Harlow is a little more popular than artists such as, I don't know, like G Herbo. I just named a random artist. It's because Jack Harlow is a little more marketable. Why is Jack Harlow a little bit more marketable? Because 65% of America is white. We naturally gravitate towards people that look like us. That's why we love Iverson. We love Vic. Vic was never the number 1 quarterback in the league, but he was black. He looked like us. He was fast. He was dominant. We loved him. Then that's why you have Eminem. He's more marketable because 65% of America is white.
Anyway, fuck all that. What?
You ain't going for that shit?
I don't fuck Eminem. Why? What's your thoughts rather on Tupac and Biggie being in the list still?
Okay.
And I'm not here to. I will do if you want to do that. I'm not here to break down Tupac. I'm not here to break that down.
Okay.
I'm only asking to say, not saying they deserve to be on there, but if we already know those are 2 legends, why do we, once again, like Outkast, if we know they're 2 legends, why are we taking up space with these 2? We already know.
I'm going to be honest with you. I would have put Pac number 1. That's just me personally, just how I feel about Tupac and what he brought to the rap game, which is everything. Everything starts from Pac.
Good and bad, yeah.
All good starts from Pac.
No, it's bad.
I don't know what the bad is. I don't know what the bad
rappers
is.
that's not like that, talking like that, he brought that to the game too.
I don't know that to be true.
Yes, you do.
I don't
go
know
ahead.
that to be true.
I know he's dead, so you don't want to talk about him. But I'm just saying, I'm not mad at him for that because I've grown to understand. Pac is very influential.
Yeah,
he is very he's very talented. He was a very talented.
What is like that?
Soul.
Though? What is like that?
Actually living the life you're talking about.
Why didn't he live that?
So you
life?
think he thug life? Are you saying?
I mean, yeah.
All right. Well, it's cool.
Bro, one of my friends said something interesting about that too. They said people will know somebody in high school and not see them for 10 years and then see who they are today and be like, that nigga wasn't like that in school.
How old?
But you ain't seen this nigga in 10 years.
How old was when he died?
Like 24.
He wasn't like that in 18 or 19, 20 either.
Yes, he was.
All right. He got around Suge, started acting like, but I'm not here to diss him. I don't want to get into that. He got around certain people and started acting a certain way. And you of all people should know that because you've seen people do that. They act one way around somebody else, but then they act a whole totally different way when they're around a different crowd of people. That's how it goes.
But that goes back to my reasoning.
All I'm saying, he brought it to the game. He brought that to the game as well.
Bruh, if you ain't seen somebody in 10 years, you don't know what they've been through or what's been going on.
Okay, so he went to jail and he got tough probably. And that's possible. He went to jail, got tough.
Happen, bro. I'm just saying, like, I know people go through things.
He still made good music regardless.
And I don't put that much emphasis on, like, who's gangster and who's not. I just don't do that because I just don't care about that type stuff.
Only when it comes to Drake and them, you do that. But you do it to you do
nah,
it to
I just think bruh corny.
You don't know him. Hey, Drake 30-something years old now. He might have been corny in high school. He's 30 years old now. What's up?
Hey, bruh corny, bruh. I'm sorry. He's just corny, dog.
Any girl that you get, he probably can get. But so what that mean now?
Of course.
I'm not saying that to diss you. I'm just saying like.
Nah. I got you.
Yeah,
but
okay.
that don't mean much.
You ain't seen him in 10 years.
Nah, still to this day.
What he said? He ain't that little boy that played up on the grassy, bro.
Let me tell you something that's relevant about Drake 10 years ago and still to this day. We can put his videos on mute and they all gonna be corny.
That's his videos. That's the videographer. They ain't gonna do a Drake.
Nah, that's Drake.
It's they directed by XYZ.
It's his mannerisms. It's how he look. It's what's that song called? Worst Behavior. Watch that video on mute.
I want the video. I don't want videos though. So I don't really care for videos. I care
but
about
look,
music.
Let me tell you why I also agree with Biggie not being in the top 5. Not enough material. Not enough material.
Yeah. But
2 albums.
Once again, that's still 2 albums though.
That's 2 albums.
That's still enough to see how somebody's a solo artist.
All those guys in that top 5 have multiple albums. Even
2
Pop,
is multiple.
Even Pop.
Well, Biggie's is number 6. He ain't in the top 5, which always pissed me off.
Yeah, I said all those guys in the top 5 has multiple albums.
Okay.
Even Pop.
So Lil Wayne, you agree with him being 7? I know you're a big Wayne fan, but I'm just on a Billboard scale of things. You think you agree with him being number 7? The latter portion of his career, should he be on this list? Should he be top 10?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I would put Lil Wayne right number 2. I'm sorry. That's me being biased. If I'm not being biased,
you put him number 2.
I would put Pac, Jay-Z, and Wayne. That's what I would do.
All right.
But
all right.
Yeah, that's just me. But me being unbiased,
Wayne not being top.
I'm keeping that top.
But Wayne is not being top 5 on the Billboard list. Top 5 rappers on some regular type stuff. We ain't going off just numbers only. I'll put Wayne in there.
So how are we approaching this Billboard list? Are we approaching this just as like a pop list, a pop hip hop list?
I can't say pop because it's not. This is hip hop, but numbers do matter, and this is Billboard. So who got the most Billboard number 1s? Who got the most Billboard? All that stuff should matter. I'm not saying it should be Drake per se. I don't care what in my ranking man because top 10 is it's still a win to me. But I mean, people in here that I feel like
if we gonna say that, don't nobody on that list got numbers like Wayne.
What you talking about?
Except for Eminem.
What number you talking about?
If we talking about like record sales? Record sales? Don't nobody on that list got record sales like Lil Wayne?
You think Lil Wayne sold more than Jay-Z?
Records?
Yes. Yeah, put your phone out. You bugging.
Nah.
You think Lil Wayne has sold more records than Jay-Z?
Yeah.
You know Jay-Z got 12 number 1 albums.
Yeah.
That also matters. Take sales away. That also matters. How many number 1s do you have? Because that will matter as to why you probably number 1. So I don't know, like that you got to do some research on that. Snoop Dogg, you think he should be number 9? As influential as he is to the West Coast, you think he's number 9?
over those guys that's on the list, yeah.
I can see that. You know what? You got Kendrick in the top 5. So if I had to pick between Kendrick and Snoop Dogg.
And yeah, Wayne did sell more records than Jay-Z.
How many he sold?
He sold 75 million. Lil Wayne sold 120.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Have to look into that more. I don't know what numbers you looking at.
I mean,
I don't know if that singles are actually albums.
That was singles and albums. But bro, Wayne sold 1 million 2 records in a row.
I get
1 million.
But so did 50 Cent. What does that mean? So 50 Cent should be number 1, number 10 then? We can't just go only off sales. Because if that's the case, then 50 is in there.
50 didn't sell 1 million.
So he did it twice.
Nah, he didn't sell 1 million the first week though.
Yes, Master Guess he did.
Let me see.
Nah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Master Guess he did. And not only that, he sold. He went diamond twice. So I don't care about the first week number. That's fine. 1 million is good though. But going diamond twice is crazy. Selling 10 million 2 times in a row is crazy. And once again, back in 05, 06, you had to go to the album and buy it. You can't go on your phone and get it. There was no ringtones to add it to. It was you going to the store and getting the album.
Wayne did that in that era too.
It was 08. It was a little different back then too. But you could add ringtone stuff to
we
that.
was digital already in 08?
Somewhat. Not like how we are now though.
Yeah.
But it did have iTunes. You just had Apple. You could buy it on Apple. Remember, we had iPods and stuff like that back then. Massacre. Gives that trying when the iPods out.
In 08, it was just flipped to how it is now. You know how now all the sales is digital?
Yeah.
As much as like it's just flipped.
Which is why I'm not mad at somebody like Drake and Kendrick being where they're at, because I don't know. Those could be inflated. I don't know what the numbers looking like. I know physical stuff, but I mean, I'm cool with top 10. I'm with.
So how you feel about Kendrick number 2?
I'm not going with it, but I can see why people like that though. Because I also don't feel like Nas is number 3, but I get it. People.
Where you feel like Nas should be?
Definitely before Tupac for sure. So maybe he okay with leaving 3. That's just me.
Hell
but see, me personally, I put rappers in certain categories based on the type of music I feel that they make. Now, I'll make sure anybody watching that I feel they make. I put Nas and Tupac in the same category. Why? Because I'm not a dummy. So when I hear their music, I'm not getting enlightened. I know this stuff already. Sometimes you gotta put stuff in music so niggas be like, oh man, that's crazy. You know, he said this, and when Nas on one mic, he's like, Jesus died at age 33, at 33 shots between Glocks, 16 apiece, whatever he said, right?
That's a bar.
Niggas was like, oh my God, I got that. That's cool. I get it.
Bar.
I liked it though. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying educational piece.
I'm just using one line. But I'm talking about in general, their music. They educate a lot in music. Nas educate a lot. Sometimes too much to me. That's why I don't like it. But I put them in the same category.
Cole had verse of the year for that.
They call Cole boring as fuck.
Nah, I'm talking about for that verse he had on Benny the Butcher song last year. And it wasn't an educational verse.
That ain't gonna do what I'm talking about though. But I do put Cole in that category. Nah, I don't. I'm not gonna. I like Cole. Cole masculinizes me because Cole's also cool. He don't go too far into it. But sometimes Cole could be like that. Sometimes he do that hero story. I don't like that too much, bro. Like, just be regular. You ain't gotta be all down to earth all the time. Like, that's just me though. But I like a certain kind of music.
What you mean, like what you want him to be like? I ain't gonna lie, you not too much emphasis on all that gangster shit, bro.
No,
and I ain't.
But I like though.
I ain't with that shit.
Of course, my list gonna be different from your list.
Yeah.
You might like the lightning stuff. I got books for that. I use books to get enlightened.
Oh nah, that's the main reason why
I'm not saying you don't read. I don't saying you don't read. I'm just I'm just saying.
That's one of the main reasons why I don't really like Nas music like that. It's because like I don't want to hear that shit.
Well, but once again, I want to put in perspective because you got people like Dorian. He's a real hip hop head. I don't listen to this and be calling me even saying because Dorian likes to ask me questions. It's just my preference of what I like. Yeah. I don't want to hear that all the time. I'm not driving down the road, going to work, trying to get schooled. I went to school for that.
Yeah.
But I'm not putting them in the same category.
Well, that's how we felt about New York rappers when we was coming up.
We
niggas in the South. That's how we felt like about New York rappers.
Well, y'all should listen to Jay-Z. Listen to Nas. That's your problem. That ain't my problem.
Nah, like
Hov ain't do that. Hov
figured
still
out
educates,
how to make
but
records.
on a different scale. He educated me on stuff I ain't gonna find no book.
Just like y'all be like, man, that nigga Big L, he like, and I'm like,
y'all, I never said that.
all right. Who else y'all be saying?
You saying y'all?
Like the best artist of all times in New York, and we be like, I don't know.
I don't know who they say. I like Hov.
It's Big L.
I like Hov. I like 50. That's my top two artists.
I fuck with Rakim though, so I ain't gonna diss Rakim.
I mean,
KRS-One.
What about him? He was all right for his time. He's not nice now, but he was nice for his time. He was all right for his time. But rap has evolved, bro. Like, nigga said hip, hop, hip it to the hip.
And you know what's crazy? I just had this conversation with a 14-year-old. The same thing you saying, but I was you.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, niggas can evolve, but like that was fire back then. Oh my God, niggas said hip hop. Now it's like, what the fuck you talking about?
Nah, bro. It was a funny scenario because his cousin used to rap back in the day, and he got on the karaoke machine, was performing his song, and bro like, this shit so trash. And I was telling him, I was like, bro, this shit really not trash. Like, if you was alive in 2004, you would have thought that was the shit. Like, it's
another thing. What artists on here making timeless music? There's Eminem, and I'm cool with Jay-Z. I'm cool with Kendrick. I'm cool with Nas. I like It Ain't Hard to Tell. I like Nas' Illmatic album to this day still. I'm cool with Tupac. I have my thoughts on him, but as a musician, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I don't like Tupac songs. I'm not gonna sit here and say that.
Bruh, you picked to talk about this Billboard just so you can shit on Eminem. You just picked this to shit on Eminem the whole time.
I swear to God. Listen, everything I love. I ain't know to listen to. I came in here today. I ain't know the list. So when I text you, I know Eminem was on there. But me seeing, mind he right in the middle too. So I get pissed every time I see him. Biggie, I like his music still. Lil Wayne, the Lil Wayne people like on a Billboard. I like the mixtape Wayne, so I'm always go with that one. But I'm cool with the fact he able to transcend to the other one. Drake, of course, I like Drake. Snoop Dogg. Respect to him. Am I going to sing a bunch of Snoop Dogg songs? Hell no, but he did run the 90s for a little while, and they made good music. Nicki Minaj, you know, it's, like you said, I'm with the pandemic. I see it now because you got 9 legends.
I feel weird about Snoop being so high and not Ice Cube.
No.
I feel a little weird about it.
Snoop owned the 90s. And you can't, ain't nobody gonna tell me different. Snoop owned the 90s.
What part of the 90s?
Nigga, it don't matter. What part didn't he own? The minute he came out, the 90s was his.
No.
You're bugging.
Nigga, Pac and Biggie on the first half.
I'm talking about from the West Coast, not.
Oh, Pac and Biggie on the whole first half.
I'm talking about only West Coast. Oh, you consider Pac a West Coast artist, I guess?
Yeah.
All right, well, he died. Then Snoop owned the rest. So Tupac wasn't only around. Tupac was around since 90 to 96. Nigga, he died in 95, right?
I ain't gonna lie. Hove started making his steam right after them niggas died.
Hove the own 90s. I'm a Hove fan. No, it's not. It's not. No.
So who would you give it from 96 to 2000?
It's a mixture because it was too competitive back then. It's a mixture. You got Biggie from 96 because he died. 96, maybe 97. He had in chokehold. Then DMX came out of nowhere in 98.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it. There's no other name's a name. That's it.
Oh, you proving my other argument I'll be having about Hove never was number one.
Don't matter. Don't matter.
Oh, so you agree with that?
I agree with
Hove was never number one.
I can see somebody saying that because it's all perspective and what you like. But what I'm saying, it don't matter because regardless if he was number one in the era, he was a threat in every era.
Yeah.
So from Biggie and Tupac, we wouldn't know he wasn't a threat. When they died and then they went to DMX, he was still a top dog. When Gyro came around, still top dog. 50 Cent came around, still top dog. Lil Wayne came around, still top dog. Drake came around, still top dog. Top dog came around, still the top dog. It don't matter. Like no matter what you put in, Jay-Z is still that nigga.
By top dog, you mean top 3, right?
No, but I don't care. Top 3, 5, it don't matter.
Oh, I'm just making sure we're on the same page.
Put like this. He been top dog long enough for every album he put out number one, and that speaks volumes in itself.
I don't put a lot of emphasis. I don't put a lot of emphasis on that number one thing because that's all just a marketing strategy. Like if I know Rihanna dropping in January, I'm not dropping till June.
Well, you know what you do?
So of course I'm gonna go number one.
Well, some artists don't have that choice. You know, artists have that choice. Artists about his business. So
every artist has that choice, bro.
Not really.
Yeah, they have that choice.
No, they don't.
Bro, niggas push their albums back all the time.
No, they don't. The artist, the label do. We ain't making money of you. Let's push you back. That's how it goes.
Nah. They be scared. Just like
so you really think
50 and Kanye, they had told Kanye to push his shit back because 50 was coming out, and Kanye was like, "Nah, we gonna go head to head with 50," and he sold more records than 50.
That was marketing on 50 Cent's standpoint. If you ever watch the interviews, he did that on purpose.
50 was washed by then too, though.
He knew that already. So of course I'm gonna sell more. Cause
which album was that?
Curtis, because
that shit was.
It was horrible. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't
that shit
good.
was trash, dog.
But regardless of the fact,
But I always get that album mixed up with Until I Self Destruct because I like Until I Self Destruct.
Before I Self Destruct. That's one of my favorite albums. It just
I like that album.
He was done by then, so that's another thing. When you have a run, that's why when you say the top dog, name who's on top. Who number one? Who's number one? DMX, right? Ja Rule, right? He was number one. I guess for a second. Are you saying that? No, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. After Ja Rule, who's number one? After Ja Rule, who was number one? After DMX, who's number one? When
we talking about
the eras? Who's number one? DMX. Who else?
You said DMX, Ja Rule, Nelly.
Nelly was number one. Okay, I'm not disputing this. I got a point I'm making. 50 Cent. Lil Wayne. And then I'm gonna be honest with you. You ain't gonna hit us. After that's been Drake since then. But I'm not gonna get into that. That's 5 people. 5 people.
Because that's not true.
Okay, 5 people.
Because it's Kendrick.
But 5 people.
Last couple years.
5 people. All washed.
I mean, Jordan was washed in too.
No, I'm talking about after a certain amount of time though. They run, it'd be high, but that's why I like Hov being number one, because to sustain that, these are people that couldn't do no wrong. X couldn't do no wrong. 50 couldn't do no wrong. Nelly couldn't do no wrong.
I see what you're saying.
But Hov was able to sustain
Hov
all
got
of
the
that.
LeBron scoring title.
There we go. If that's how you want to put it, if that's how you got to be on my side, that's
the
cool.
longevity title. I got you.
And rap is definitely a young man's sport. Hov, no disrespect, no Paul, no homo, whatever.
No.
Paul, no homo. Hov ain't even cute. Girls don't like Hov. Like he not even sexy. Like he don't have nothing nobody else had. Niggas took their shirt off. Niggas had half braids, do rags. Hov ugly. Like
hey, you can't.
He had to be able to rap.
You can't give a nigga a point for being ugly. That's wild as hell.
No, I'm giving him points for not having to be cute to sell records.
Nah, you don't get a point for that neither. You don't get a point for that, bro.
Girls like DMX. Oh my God, DMX. Oh my.
Yeah, but Hov don't get a point for that though.
He's the only rapper like that though. Name another rapper that girls just didn't like.
Ugly.
No, he died. That's different. He died, bro.
Oh, you talking about? Nah, bro.
Name another rapper.
Some ugly rappers, bro.
Name one.
Scarface. Scarface was on that list. He ugly.
Son, don't put Scarface in the comparison with Hov, bro. Come on, don't do that, bro. I like Scarface.
You told me to name you artists, bro. I'm naming you artists.
I'm talking about a rapper that's of that level, man. Come on, like that level. Nobody.
Oh, to reach like the top?
Nobody, man. Come on.
It's crazy.
You saying number ones? Nobody.
You put DMX in the cute bubble. I would have called him ugly too.
I'm just saying. I didn't say he was cute. That's number one. I said women.
You put him in a cute bubble.
I said women liked him. Why? Because he was rough and he had dogs. Rough dogs, no shirt. Oh, I like him.
That's crazy to me.
Do rag, half braids, no shirt on.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't know what the fuck women like no more. Because they over here talking about Lamar as a sex symbol.
Time out. That segment was crazy. Don't ever do that again.
Nah, I don't, dog.
Yo, nigga said, hold on. Now you think about it.
Bro, you said DMX was cute, so I thought that's what we was going.
I never said that. Bro.
Hey, you see how uncomfortable niggas get when goddamn you accuse him of saying somebody cute?
I mean, he dead too, so I don't want to talk about him, but I'm just saying, I ain't saying he was cute.
I be forgetting that shit too, just like a girl. I be forgetting, bro.
Like,
what's her girl name?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The girl that was like, man, y'all ain't tell me DMX was dead.
Oh, Stacey Dash.
Yeah, Stacey Dash.
She's out of pocket.
Yeah, she was wild.
I just
be forgetting because it felt like every time Christmas time come around, I see him singing that Rudolph song, and I just be feeling like
how he sung it. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't even know how the song go. I ain't gonna cap it.
You lying.
If I did, I'd sing it. I don't remember though. Like. My childhood was great, just in case my mom was watching, because she said I'd be trying to act like I had a real childhood.
That's that Tupac shit, man.
I had a great childhood.
Tell her right now, you are appreciated.
I am appreciated. I grew up very upper lower class.
But
see how I played that? I said I am appreciated.
So I know we had to say women, because I know we gotta wrap it up in a minute. But I know you mentioned not knowing what women want. I don't want to get too deep into that because you know how that go. They start saying we complaining and stuff. But watching something and somebody said that women are the new men, and I couldn't disagree more. I get why people say that, but I often think too. I hate to do gender stuff like that because I can't say women weren't doing that before. I think the women that were doing that before just wasn't getting put on Main Street. You know, I'm pretty sure all through life there's been women that's more laid back, more chill, not chasing niggas, not letting them stress their life out, or playing people the way they say men play women. it get publicized when men do it a lot of time because it's a good script to write. It's a good story to tell. It's a good book to sell. It's a good movie to sell. When women do it, I think the first person that ever did like a woman being like a player was Spike Lee, right? I think. Wouldn't it be Spike Lee?
What movie is that?
She's Gotta Have It.
Okay.
It's actually a show on Netflix. It was a show on Netflix too where she had like three dudes, and they would all come over different towns, this, that, and third. And she wasn't with neither one of them. It's just a woman like being in what they call it her soft era, I guess, but it's by herself, her own apartment, her own stuff, talking to three dudes. Like I said, they all know about each other too.
Yeah, so she was a player, huh?
100%.
Girls are players too. Ain't that song to be on the radio?
I don't know.
Coy Leroy.
I never heard of her. Oh, it's Benzino daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but she's small and she got that song with Lil Durk or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
what you think about that? I mean,
I'm gonna tell you, bro, and I'm just gonna be completely honest here.
Oh, when you say that, I know you about to say some bullshit.
Nah, I'm about to say some real shit, bro. Bro, times is changing, dog, and I knew this day was coming. It's so many songs out nowadays that's targeted towards women. I just told you one. Fuck Nigga Free. That's another one. There's so many songs for women, and this what happened. That goddamn Nixon. That goddamn Nixon.
Nixon?
Yeah.
What he did?
This nigga Nixon decided to go to war on drugs, right? And when you hear the term war on drugs, well, we thought it was going to be a good thing. When you hear the term war on drugs, what are you thinking? You thinking like we about to get drugs out of the U.S., so, we going to fight the soldiers that's bringing the drugs in from out of these countries and dropping them off, right? That's how you go to war on drugs. Okay. We didn't think this nigga meant he was gonna lock up all the kingpins and send all our daddies to prison. We didn't think he meant that shit. You know what I'm saying? So we are living right now in the time, because I'm not gonna get too political. We're living right now in the times that's a direct reflection of niggas in the 90s growing up without their daddies, and now we got all these bitch ass niggas. That's where I was going with this.
Okay.
I got a lot more details I was going to add, but I'm going to be honest with you, dog. Women are just better than men, dog. Like, women just possess certain traits that is just better for survival than men have. The best trait that a man has is physical. A man can get up and he can go get a job anytime he wants, bro. He can go be a fucking trash man. He can go fucking scrap iron. Like, a man can just do that type of shit.
You think all men know this? There's a lot of niggas looking for jobs.
That's what I was about to say. Niggas is stupid, though. Niggas is dumb. They don't know, like, nigga, you literally can go do anything. Women can't do those type of jobs I just said. So women know that they have to be consistent. They have to be educated. They have to be these things. And their mothers taught them this growing up, like, hey, you have to do these type of things, which has made them strong women. And niggas just becoming more and more bitch ass niggas, and the internet is making niggas even softer with fucking painting their nails and wearing wigs and fucking big ass boots and just being gay. Just being gay. Just doing shit that gay European men do.
I say this, man, as far as that. I can't say that women are new men. I think we in a different era, for one. Just off nature by that. And I think that some women are being more vocal about how they're gonna move. No, how they're gonna move. When I say being, I'm just saying like what's the saying? Date them all.
Yeah.
Things like I'm not mad at that. If we
strictly talking about that though, bro, women are creating this new narrative where it's like, hey, this is how you date. This is what dating is. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all just hoes.
Yo, you a wild guy, man.
No, I'm just being honest, bro, because I'm going to look at it from both sides of it. Bro, I'm going to be completely honest when I say this.
What's the not whole side? Talk about that real quick. What's the not whole side you see of this? Because
I'm just about to talk about the whole side. Bro, I'm going to be honest with you.
You wild, bro.
If I'm... Hear me out, though, bro.
The first clip you putting out.
Go ahead. Please put this out as a clip, what I'm about to say right now. Maine, if I'm
Don't
dating...
say my name in this shit. Keep that shit to yourself.
Maine, this is Maine. Maine, this is Maine right here. but look, all jokes aside though, if I'm dating 3 women, and the reason why I'm dating these 3 women is because one gives me money every time I ask her for money. She gives me money. Another one is going to take me out to eat every time I want to go out to eat. And another one just has great box. I'm a whole ass nigga. Why am I using these 3 people that I'm probably not even all the way into? I'm using one for sexual pleasures. Mm-hmm. I'm using one financially. Then I'm using one just for entertainment. I'm a whole ass nigga. That's some whole ass shit.
I got you on that. But okay, to play devil advocate, right? Because you're talking about women. Now, when women talk about dating more, I do think naturally they do want one of them guys to be the guy. What you just said, don't tell me that. It's just like you're using 3 different girls for different reasons. And I don't think they want to date them all. I think you come to a point of like, I have to date them all now because niggas been dating them all with me all my life. That's what I'm thinking.
Nah, it's different though, bro. Like men and women are just different, dog. And I know when women hear this, they're gonna be mad as hell. It's back to they whole shit, bruh. They just wanted to be acceptable to be a hoe. That's it, bruh. They want to feel liberated. They want society to change the standards so it'll be more acceptable to be a hoe. That's all it is. And if that's what you want, that is fine. Cause I'm okay with you being a hoe. I love hoes.
Yo, what's up with you? Yo, some guy into this man.
No, I'm serious. I love hoes.
But see, you mentioned changing the narrative. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I get that side of it because that Anthony narrative before. But that could have been a narrative before, but now they tapping in more to that narrative because of, I think a lot of people are telling, we in a podcast era now, even when we on a podcast, people are telling their stories and people are like, damn, you know what? I got a story just like that. They homegirl. I got a story just like that. They homegirl. I got a story just like that. Yeah. And then that person that's telling the story, they all kind of are influenced while let's lose Lori Harvey or something like that, right? And then people get mad.
and I hate how they make her a superhero.
But niggas get
I hate that shit.
But she really ain't did nothing wrong.
She didn't.
Okay.
But why is she a superhero? Bro, I hate when niggas use Future as a superhero too.
I'll tell you why.
I hate when niggas
Let me tell you why. Because they not stressing. Future ain't stressing. At least he don't seem like it. I think behind closed doors, I think he's hurt soul. But that's me personally.
In the future, nigga playing football with your son?
Yeah, Ho was wild for that. Yeah, that's disrespectful. You gotta fight Ho for that. But Lori Harvey, she ain't been stressed. At least we ain't seen her stressed. And I think that's. I sent you something on social media the other day. The other day I sent you something on social media. I sent you what I sent you in your text. Don't say what I sent you though. But I sent you something from somebody's story or whatever. And I sent you some screenshots of
yeah.
And that's why you gotta date them all, bro. Because you have somebody like that. Like, how many times my man asked for money?
Hey,
my man had a Michael Myers jumper on. It was dirty, bro. You kicked him out in a Michael Myers jumper, bro.
Hey, man, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. And women, if y'all listen to this, I hope y'all didn't click off because y'all was mad at me for whatever I said. Because I'm about to give y'all some very important information. If you have to question what you're about to post to expose somebody, press delete. Don't do it. Because sometimes when y'all be trying to expose niggas, you be exposing yourself. Like, i.e., I'm going to give you an example. If you ate that man's booty,
bro,
do not try to demasculate him by posting online and I be eating his butt. Don't do it. Because we looking at you like, damn, you be eating booty? I'm not even thinking about that nigga getting his butt ate. I'm thinking about you eating butt. You know what I'm saying?
I think when women post stuff online, let me not say women. When people, I'm trying, because I think when you say women, it make you seem so sexist sometimes, and then they always say, but men. When people post things online to expose the opposite sex.
Well, I said women because I be seeing women.
No. I think they do that. It's because I think they feel like if they post it, that they'll really leave that person alone. Mm-hmm. And even that don't be the case sometimes, which then you look even dumber because you said all this stuff and you still with them up. Whether it's a girl, guy, whatever. I think that people use social media as a clause, like, if I say this, I won't do this, but that don't be the case.
Yeah.
You know? I just feel like it. But I really don't think that women are the new men. I think that things are now getting highlighted, publicized, championed, celebrated that didn't get highlighted, publicized, championed, or celebrated back in the days.
Yeah. It's just more in the open now, and like it's more acceptable to be promiscuous for a woman now. That's all it is.
I mean, I could see that. I mean, I hate using that because I just feel like it still make it like be saying women shouldn't be doing this. Like women should. I can't say what they should be doing. I don't care about that. I don't care about even the gender war.
Yeah.
I think both genders have their faults and have things that get looked over depending on your gender.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, so for a man, when we younger, and I hate to use this example because everybody use it now. I feel like everybody done got all the examples to use, but you know, they be like, how many girls you got at school? It's the thing.
Yeah.
You kind of get, if you got 3 or 4 girls, like, oh, you the man, you know what I'm saying? Ask other cousins, how many you got? I ain't got none. Got you a girl, man. Like you ain't.
Yeah.
You know, but
I got something to say about that though, because I don't want this to get confused.
No, you said it was hoes, bro.
Yeah, but niggas be hoes too. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, like. We used to be like, nah, you that nigga, you
trying to clean it up
now. You been
now.
with hundreds of girls. Nah, I ain't cleaning it up. I'm just being honest. Like, bro, what I was trying to say earlier is that it don't matter which gender you are. If you got them being promiscuous, you just a hoe. Man or woman, you just a hoe. And if that's what you want to be, have at it. Do it. But don't be looking at society to accept it, because people have daughters that they're trying to raise. They're not trying to change the narrative of, oh, nah, it's okay for women and men to be hoes. No, how about neither one be hoes? Matter of fact, how about y'all start getting married again? And bring church back, too. Y'all start going back to church. I'm sorry, dog. I'm not religious. They call me an atheist. But y'all need to start going back to church, dog, because, y'all need some fucking morals, dog. Shit is getting out of hand.
You said bring back get married again, but that's really on us, because you can't. Women don't be asking. They shouldn't ask.
You know what's crazy? I said that the other day. I told a girl, I was like, I control marriage. And she said, no, you don't. And I was like, whoa. My bad.
You control asking the question. I guess they can say no, I guess.
Yeah.
But, I mean.
But you still control
it's very rare. Most people that act. That's another thing. That's off topic of that. But when people pop the question and a party says no, I just feel like in your heart of hearts, you knew you shouldn't ask that question.
I think so, too. I think you just popped it out, like out the blue.
Yeah.
And I don't think that ever should happen.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's just, I think you know this person don't like you that much to marry you.
I think when you drop the knee and ask the question, she done talk to you about y'all getting married at least 3 times before you do that. That's what I assume happens.
You know, people say something is a vibe.
Yeah.
I like to think that's a vibe. Like you know the vibe is there to get married.
For sure.
So you ask the question. You know she loves you unconditionally without a doubt. She want to be with you for life. She's kind of made it clear multiple times, a few times, this is for life. We locked in. You know, so certain terms they can use.
Nah, let's be a little more honest about it. Y'all done laid in the bed late at night, and she said, you know, Robert just asked Susie to get married. And you was like, shit, that what's up? 2 weeks later, yeah, my sister's boyfriend just called me and said he's thinking about popping the question. Yeah, that's what's up. Another week later, I just feel like I'm getting kind of old, you know? You know what I'm saying? Hey, then you pop the question.
It's fine to ask that question then.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think when people say no, I'm just curious as to, but then again, well, I ain't getting to all that. But it could be the type of woman that you with, because some women don't want to get married either. They have
yeah.
They don't want to get, and that's fine. Whether they've been through some trauma, stuff they've seen, and that can play a part in all this stuff. And that play a part in all this stuff too. So when they say women are new men, I don't know what that necessarily means. I think I know what it means, but I don't want to get into it because that's like you saying all men are like this. And I don't think that's the case, because you got men that's not like what they say men are. If that makes sense.
Yeah, so I know some women that I've met recently through one of my friends.
Damn, you can't get them in detail in that, huh?
No, I'm gonna go into
just
details.
say where you met them at too, man. What day was this?
Oh no, when they hear this, they won't know. But
they know now.
They're very immature, and so, like that statement you just said. Sometimes I think that too. I think maybe people assume that men are immature, and that now women are on that wave also, where they just want to be free. They don't want to take care of nobody, because typically when somebody tells you they don't have kids, it's because they're just selfish and they don't want to take care of nobody, and they don't believe that they should help populate this earth, which is fine. It's 100% fine. If that's what you want to do, it's fine. I'm not one of them people like, everybody need to be running around here having all these babies. And nah, I'm not one of these people. You should be able to live your life how you want to live your life, but you also should look in the mirror and be like, hey, I do want kids because I'm going to get old one day and I want somebody to take care of me. I just don't want to give up drinking and partying. Mm-hmm. That's the issue that's all I hear when we talk about topics like this. Is people just don't want to look in the mirror and call it what it is. Like, you don't want to change things about yourself so you can get with someone. So you want to say women are the new men, or you don't want to grow up and give up certain old bad behaviors so you can, take care of another life. It's just all like self-centeredness.
Yeah, I do think I wish we could have more time on this topic. I would like to have this topic with 2 women to and have a conversation first, then get in the pod and talk about things so everything is kind of sorted out. Then that'd be dope, because I would want to know what their definition of this is, because what we're saying could not be what they think this is, and it's no right or wrong answer.
I got a perfect woman.
So what?
I said I got a perfect woman we could have this conversation with.
It need to be 2.
2
But I'll take 1 if it depending on who it is. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's 4 is too much probably sometimes. But then having different perspective on a gender-based topic is probably the best thing to do. Because if me and you got the same idea on her and we happen to have better points in the argument, we jumping her. Hey, look, the price of being a man. So
I mean, they gonna jump me anyway. They gonna be like, Slim, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you was kind of wild.
They gonna be like, Slim, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. But nah, like, I look in the mirror. I'm telling you, bro, this is the type of person I am, dog. People can say and call me whatever they want to, and I'm perfectly fine with that. That's why I started podcasting, because I don't care what nobody got to say. But I know I look in that mirror and I know what the hell going on. I just shared some shit on Facebook today. I was like, the shit said what I thought I was gonna look like in my 20s, in my 30s, but what I already look like in my 20s. That's accountability. I look in the mirror every day and I be like, damn, you washed, nigga. You start wearing goddamn glasses. You know what I'm saying? You got titties. You know what I'm saying? You got dreads and shit. Like, look at you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I also picked to look like this. But because some people ain't got a choice. Because some motherfuckers be on drugs. They be drinking. They just look like shit. And I drink. But I don't drink to the point where my skin is gray and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm not with you, but I think that that was an interesting conversation we had.
What you mean you're not with me? This was Maine speaking. These was the thoughts and opinions of Maine.
Nah, our voice is different, so yours is deeper than mine. But I don't know because I can't.
What you disagree with? The whole shit I said?
Because when you say it to men, I say it's all gender based. It's hard to talk because when you say it to women, it's always going to seem derogatory. Mm-hmm. When you say it to men, most men don't care. Call me or whatever, because they don't call me a bitch or this or they don't care about that. But the reality of it is you don't have to be wired to just one person if that's not how you moving and everybody know how you moving. Then I don't think then you take hoe out of it. I think you say you just doing your own thing or whatever you want to say. I don't know, but
bro, you get my point though, right? Like, I ain't trying to be nasty and call women hoes.
I think you're saying that I'm gonna call one gender hoe because I call the other gender hoes. That's what you're saying. You say I'm being fair across the board.
Yeah, because
and that's ain't nothing wrong with that.
If I could do it all over again, and I'm not just saying this for the cameras, I'm dead ass. I've been thinking like this since I was like 25 years old. Bro, if I could do it all over again, I would not have even close to as many sexual partners as I had. Because when I was a kid, I was having sex for sport. I just thought it was just something fun to do. I didn't think how I think now.
You was a professional. Wasn't a hobby for you, huh?
This nigga wild. Nah, for real though, bro. I didn't think how I think now, bro. I was just like, it was like Pokemon. Just got to catch them all. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, this is a dope episode, man. Slim, bro. This is
good. Out,
this is dope. Hey, look, time out, hold up. You got ended there. I really want to do this episode because I feel like whenever we turn down, or not turn down, whenever somebody inquires about doing a episode or interview, whatever, and it don't go through, what I want to do is I want to do an episode because I don't think we have to live off interviews. We can do them ourselves, and we did perfectly fine with that. So we can do an episode. We got something out. We can clip it up, do what we gonna do, and nobody has to enter our business and checking our numbers. So we good to go.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Y'all still hoes.